Hi guys, welcome to the Fourth Moment Weekly Roundup, and this is where you get your weekly dose of local football action. And we've got one more game to go, Andrew, in the regional men's league. We're going to go over that results of matches played last week. So yeah, if you don't know, one more match next week.
Sure, one game.
All done and dusted. We've got two possible winners at the moment. Diadora sitting in the driving seat, and Trinis are now in second place. But we're going to go through that results.
And we've got about 8 teams fighting for relegation, Shamiel. That's where the exciting part is.
Yeah, that's where the excitement part.
I think nearly every game has a consequence.
Yeah, so let us. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to go into the results quickly. If you don't know and you're new here, just know that this is where you get all local football results in Cape Town, Third Division, ABC Motsepe, LFAs, and so on. So yeah, results. Last week, Thursday, Silver Spurs and JL Zwane played. JL Zwane getting a good 2-0 win on Silver Spurs. They needed that 3 points.
Yeah, they needed to be safe. Yeah, very good points.
Yeah, and that was, at Silver Spurs home ground. And then Matroos losing 1-0 to Saxon. Saxon also needing that 3 points in that relegation.
Yeah, good result. Good result for Saxons away.
Yeah, and then Diadora, obviously vying for the title, beating Cape Town City 3-1. That's a good result for them.
Yeah, they were 1-0 down, Shamiel. And they played there down.
Downburg Road, yeah.
Good result for Diadora, because that obviously puts them in the pound seats now.
Yeah. And then Ocean View and Premier United drawing 1-1.
Yeah, not a good result for Ocean View. Doesn't save them yet. Good result, I think, for Premier with the players that they have left.
Okay. On Saturday, Jomos and Antalyaspor are drawing 2-2.
Good result.
Yeah, I think it's a sort of fair
result. Yeah, Antalyaspor is a nice team. Very nice team. I watched them. We'll get to the result later where I watched them. Very nice game.
Yeah.
And very nice team as well. Jomos at home. I think Jomos have had a good season. I think they had a bad start and they've recovered nicely towards the end.
Okay. Good Hope needed 3 points on Saturday against Wanderers, and that's what they got. 2-0 win over Wanderers.
Big 3 points. Big 3 points.
Massive. Goal 50 also needing 3 points. Everybody that needed 3 points on the weekend got it. 3-1 win over YMO, goal 50.
YMO now in deep trouble. They're now in that relegation fight, Shamiel, after that result.
And then the big one of Saturday, Trinitarians and Greenwood being played at Allenby Drive, and Trinis losing 2-1 to Greenwood. Trinis, by all accounts, should have won that game, but came out 2-1 losers.
I was there.
You were there?
Nice game.
Yeah.
I think a very depleted Greenwood team. They had 12 players. They had a goalkeeper on the bench to make up their sub. And I actually thought that it was very nice first off insofar as both teams had lots of chances.
Nice.
Greenwood had a penalty and they missed. And then it was 0-0 halftime. Greenwood took the lead early in the second half. Mark left with the header. He was playing striker, Shamiel. 1-0 up. And then Trinis made 3 big changes at halftime, brought on experienced forwards, equalized about 22 minutes to go, 23 minutes to go. And then I thought, that's it. Numerous chances, couldn't score, rounded the keeper, over the crossbar. The keeper of Greenwood was brilliant on the day.
Okay.
And then with about 5 minutes to go, they scored with a free kick, Greenwood, to make it 2-1 and knock a big dent into Trini's title hopes. But a very good result for Greenwood.
Yeah, definitely. Very good. I think, let's look at the log later on when we just finish these 2 results quickly. So Clover and Jomos. Clover beating Jomos 2-0.
Sure.
Yeah, and then Saxon Rovers and Antalyaspor. That was the big game for in the week on Tuesday night, and a 0-0 draw there for.
Yeah, I was also that game, end to end. That 0-0 is not a boring 0-0. Any team could have won that game, and it's just they couldn't score. And I think Saxons especially had a number of clearer chances. Yeah. Just couldn't score, and they needed a 3, Shamiel, which we'll see now in the log.
Okay, so looking at the log there at the moment for the regional men's league, so Diadora now top of the log. With 67 points, and Trinis now in second spot with 66 points, both on 31 matches.
Well, Diadora know they have to win.
Yeah.
And so do Trinis. But I mean, Diadora have to win. If they draw and Trinis win the league. So they know they've got to do the job, Diadora, first of all. Second of all, Trinis know they have to win to keep the pressure on in case there's a slip-up like Diadora.
Yeah. We're going to look at that fixtures now, so you'll know who Diadora is playing. Before we go there, we're going to look at the bottom of the log there, because that's where all the action is also. Ocean View, bottom of the log at the moment with 30 points. So everybody's played 31 games.
Yes.
Saxon with 31 points, second from the bottom. Good Hope with 32 points, third from the bottom. And then in 14th spot is YMO with 32 points also. Goal 50 with 33 points. Clover with 34 points. and Jail's winning with 35 points. So 34 points. I think 34 points you're safe.
Yeah, I think from Clover up you're safe.
Yeah.
I think because remember Camps Bay are gone, so
Yeah.
two go down. Another two might join them. That's why I need to be out of that bottom two as it currently stands.
Yeah.
Saxon Rovers, no, they win, they're safe. Actually, all those teams at the bottom.
Yeah.
The problem is you don't know what your opponent is doing on the other side, so you must look after yourself. Sure.
Maybe can we look at that fixtures in that way rather?
Let's go. Let's look at the fixtures
instead of the way we normally do it. So Ocean View is bottom of the log. They've got 30 points, right? So they're playing against Matroosfontein.
Where?
At Ocean View.
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
At Ocean View.
Ocean View had good results at home. Yeah. That's a one positive thing. They're playing Matroosfontein, who are safe.
Yeah, all the games are 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock Saturday. Yeah. Sure. Saxons?
Right, so Saxon are playing Jail's Wani.
At
Saxon.
Sure. Saxons know they must get 3. That's it.
So Zwane actually is safe.
Yeah. Zwane safe. Yeah, they're safe.
Okay.
No, they're safe.
Then Good Hope Football Club, they're playing away to Silver Spurs.
Sure. Silver Spurs they haven't been in good form.
Yeah.
Good Hope have been picking up results. Sure. Tough,
yeah. YMO are playing against Clover.
Oh, Ina. Yeah, both teams are, okay, I wouldn't say Clover are not safe. If we look at that points thing, scenario, they're not safe yet. YMO in deep trouble. That team has spiraled down that log, Shamiel. They were in the top 5 early in the season. From January onwards, they've been in free fall. YMO have now got them into that relegation zone. They're at home.
Okay.
And they know a draw's not good enough.
Yeah, not good enough. And then Goal 50, that's the other team there in the mix.
Yeah.
Let's see what they're playing. Goal 50 is playing Trinitarians.
Away.
Away, yeah.
Okay. So that game has an impact on top and bottom.
Yeah.
So no team is going to sit there and come into the game relaxed. Goal 50, no. A point minimum is what they need, I think. Well, they're on 33. 34. I think a point minimum is what Goal 50 want.
They're on 33, sorry.
33. So a point minimum is what they want, need. I think Trinitarians know they must win.
Yeah, they must win if they want to win the league.
So, sure. Tough, eh?
Well, they need to win, and they also Trinities need to win, and also need Deodora to draw all.
So Deodora are playing
Wanderers
away.
Yes.
Not easy, eh? Voorburg, not easy there, eh?
So we look at all the results, fixtures besides Antalyaspor playing Greenwood, and Premier playing Jomos, and that's about it. Everybody else, all the other games have something.
Have consequence, Sure, Shamiel. Well, I just say pick a game and go out. Yeah. If you want to choose between a team who you want to see celebrate winning the league, either Voorburg or Eitzig. If you want to go and support your team that is in the relegation zone, go and support them. Yeah. Because every game is tough. And the problem, all the games are spread throughout Cape Town, so there's not like 2 or 3 games at one venue. So my advice is
go at the same time.
Yeah, and we did say, good couple of weeks ago, we said it's going to go down to the last game.
Yeah.
Little did we know that 8 teams would be involved in the last game scenario, but here we are.
Okay, so that's it on the regional men's league. So like Andrew said, go out and get to the games there. Looking at Cape District, I'm going to jump in there quickly, Andrew. Yeah. We had some results there of matches played last week. Ashford and Wolves. That must have been a tight game. That's drawn 0-0. Sure. I thought there would have been at least a few goals in there. Grassy Park and Clearwood drawing 2-2. Apparently, Grassy Park was in the lead there, drawing 2-2. Greenwood losing 1-0 to Oregon in the Solo Street derby.
Sure. Good result for Oregon.
Yeah, Monty's 5-1. First convincing win of the season, 5-1 against Ocean View.
Good result for Monty's away.
And then Spenston beating Salt River 2-1. So that's a good result for Spenston. Looking at the log there quickly, Monty's top of the log, 6 matches played, 18 points. Spenston, 7 matches played, 15 points. And Clearwood, 7 matches played, 13 points. Cape District, and then we've got knockout fixtures at Cape District this weekend. It's actually prelims, so mixture there of the different leagues playing each other. So Ashford up against. So
they have to almost play like a FA Cup thing. Is that
well, yeah. So it's the Super League against the Premier League. Okay. That's mixed, the senior section. So Ashford versus Cape Town Fusion. Okay. So that match wouldn't normally happen in the normal season. FC Kefta against Montague Spurs.
Nice game.
Greenwood versus Santos. That game also wouldn't normally happen in a normal league. Salt River up against Grassy Park.
Ooh, Ina.
Yeah, and then Wesley up against Wolves. Yeah, so that's knockout
And
game.
all those games are at William Herbert.
All that William Herbert, yeah, 2 o'clock and 3:30.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's get to everyone's most busiest LFA, Mitchell's Plain. Sure. Things were going mad there this weekend, Sean. We only had one round of fixtures, which is a positive because of Coke on Sunday. So let me give you those results. Saturday, Beacon Spurs. Let's start with log leaders.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about Tigerberg.
No, we'll start with Mitchell's Plain.
Oh, okay.
Beacon Spurs 3, Stanturf 1. Poor result for Stanturf. Stanturf in deep trouble, Shamiel.
Yeah, they must be close to bottom of the
third bottom.
Yeah.
Good result for Beacon Spurs at top. Beacon City 1, Liverpool Portland's 2. Liverpool Portland's picking up a good win. Cedar Park drawing 2-2 with Westridge, Shamiel.
Okay.
Good result for Cedar. Tough for Westridge. Ikapa 0, Rockefellers 4. We said that would be a nice game. Rockefellers picking up points. Lentegeur 1, Juventus 2. Good result for Juventus. They've had a couple of bad results the last couple of weeks. Getting back on the winning trail. Colville 1, Bale 3. Bale still climbing up the log, Sharma. As we said, watch that team. Then, Savinga Spurs 3, Riverton 2. Riverton had a magic weekend last week, previous weekend. Good result for Savinga Spurs. And then this result I never saw coming, Shamiel. Woodlands 3, FC Tafelshoek 0.
Wow, okay.
Good result there for Woodlands. They've had a couple of nice shock results this season. So let's look at the log. 10 matches played. Top of the log, Beacon Spurs, 25 points. Second, Westridge, 10 matches. They've all played 10. Westridge, 22 points. Then Rockefellers at 20 and FC Tafelshoek with 20 and Bale just behind them at 19, Shamiel.
Okay.
So, fixtures this weekend.
Let's see what's happening.
All I'm going to tell you is double header. On Saturday, here we go. Big one. Bayonne United versus Juventus. Tough one. Tough one. And I learned today, Shama, which I really didn't know, is that the one club was formed from the other.
Bale from Juice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't know that. So there's good, interesting facts out there. Beacon City versus Stanturf. Beacon Spurs versus Woodlands. Woodlands Giant Killers last week. See if they can beat Beacon Spurs.
Yeah.
Cedar Park versus Riverton. Ikapa versus Westridge. Ikapa need points, Shamiel. Bottom of the log.
Yep.
Lentegeur versus Liverpool Portland.
Yeah, tough game.
And Colville versus Rockefellers. And to finish off Saturday, Savinga Spurs, Tafelshoek. Tafelshoek need 3 points.
Yeah.
Here we go to Sunday. There's a big one. Tafelshoek versus Beacon Spurs.
Yeah.
Yep, tough one, Shamiel. Juventus versus Ikapa, another one. Liverpool, Portland, Cedar. Riverton versus Beacon City. All these games are at Strandfontein. Rockefellers versus Bale. That'll be a nice game. Stanturf, need points. Savinga Spurs, not going to be an easy game for Stanturf. Westridge versus Lentegeur, Shamiel. And to round up the weekend at Mitchell's Plain, Woodlands versus Colville. So Mitchell's Plain is the place to be this weekend.
Yeah, it's a lot of exciting games there at Mitchell's Plain. I've got some Northern's results, Andrew.
Okay.
Blue Down Spurs losing 1-0 to Belleville United. Eastern Rovers and Trinitarians drawing 1-1.
Good result.
Ravensmead beating Kalksteenfontein. I got my tongue twisted today. 1-0. And then United losing 2-0 to Bishop Lavis. Bishop Lavis should be top of the log or close to there. I don't know.
Yeah, they should be.
UWC, that's the other one. 2-1 against Belleville Spurs, beating 2-1. UWC beating Belleville Spurs 2-1. Oh.
We'll get there eventually.
Valhalla losing 4-2 to Bellstar United. Looking at the log there, UWC top of the log, 26 points, but they played 12 games already.
Yeah, they got varsity holidays and varsity cup and stuff. That's why they always get their games off early.
Okay, and then Bishop Lavis, 8 matches played, 22 points, and Belleville, 8 matches played, 18 points. Interesting to note that Bishop Lavis haven't lost a game yet.
Yeah,
unbeaten there at the moment. And then looking at the fixtures coming up this week at the Northerns, we've got Bellstar up against United, Bishop Lavis up against Blue Down Spurs, Kalksteenfontein against Bellard, and Ravensmead versus Eastern Rovers, and this is going to be a tight one. Trinitarians versus Valhalla. I wonder if most of the Trinitarians will probably be, their matches taking place at home, eh?
Yeah, so there's 2 games on there this weekend. Hey, 2 for 1 special. Go to watch Trinnies.
Yeah.
Cool. Cape Town Tigerberg.
Yeah.
Results. Durbanville 3, Bordesig 1. We expected that. Good result for Durbanville.
Yeah.
JMI 1, Vasco da Gama 4. Vasco da Gama getting a good result away at JMI. This was a good result. Fishhook 0, Wynberg St. John's 3. I said Fishhook are very tough to beat at home. Very good result for Wynberg.
Yeah.
Norway Parks. They're going on this run, Shamiel. Norway Parks 3, UCT 2. Decent UCT side.
UCT is good.
Waggersdal 6 from 6 losses, Shamiel. Waggersdal 2, Garden Village 3. Good away win for Garden Village. To be honest, I didn't expect that.
It's got to turn around for Waggersdal.
Yeah, I think so. Don't know if it's going to be this weekend. We'll get to those fixtures.
Yeah.
Saxons 0, FN Rangers 1 in the derby. FN Rangers, sure, those boys are flying, Shamiel. Tableview 0, Edgemead 0. I mean, we expected it to be a tough game.
That's a good result for Edgemead.
I think it's a good result away for Edgemead.
Yeah.
Tableview might be a bit disappointed.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday night, we had a game. Wynberg St. John's 2, UCT 2, Shamiel.
That game was a humdinger.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah, I was there. I think the lights went out in the reserve game.
Yeah.
And then the game had to be moved to another field.
Load shedding.
Yeah, half load shedding.
Can't be load shedding.
Load shedding times half. What a good game. Actually, when they go watch UCT, wanted to, heard a lot about them. And yeah, good side, very good side. Wynberg, obviously, they look good this season. I must say, better than last season. Good match. They were behind Wynberg 1-0 early in the first half. Eventually drawing 1-0. And then going behind 2-1 again and having to come for the draw. And fantastic saves by Dejan Stober, UCT goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And also defensive work at the back there by UCT to try to keep Wynberg out. But in the end, it was just too much. Too much fighting power at Wynberg St. John's. Missed the penalty, Wynberg St. John's, in the first half. Goalkeeper.
Ooh, keeper saved it.
No, the goalkeeper, Lance, took the...
Yeah, another keeper saved
it. Dejan saved it, yeah. So it was good. It was early. It was sort of mid in the first half, and that would have made it 1-0.
Okay.
But not to be. So yeah, end of it, it was 2-2 draw.
Okay.
Good night out, cold and chilly, but the action on the field was very hot.
Yeah, you were there and I was at the Saxons game, so we were both out on Tuesday night.
Okay.
All right, let's look at the log. How's it impacted those results, especially Wynberg's draw? Top of the log, Vasco da Gama, 8 matches played, 17 points. Second, Wynberg, 9 matches played, 17 points. Third, FN Rangers, 7 matches played, 17 points. And fourth, Tableview, 7 matches played, 16 points. So, Shamiel, it's tight. And I mean, you can go down to 7th spot and they're within 3 points of the leaders. So that's how it's looking.
Shit.
At the bottom, Wagensdal, 6 losses from 6, 0 points. JMI with 3 points. And Boertesig with 5 points. So that's a relegation zone. 3 go down in Cape Town Tigerberg.
Just looking at that log, there are a lot of draws there for Wynberg St. John's. 5 look like they're the most draws.
Yeah, they got the most draws. Yeah,
in the league.
Them and UCT got 4 draws. There's no surprise with that draw result. But they're also unbeaten. So Wynberg and FN Rangers are the only 2 unbeaten teams left, Shama.
And looking at the bottom of the log there, we know that the Rekensdal side is a good side. It's going to take time. Something just needs to turn there for them, you think?
Yeah.
6 matches played, 6 out of 6.
Listen, they had a very positive result with the Coke on Sunday, so maybe that...
Yes, I believe they won.
Yeah, 4-0, I think it was. That confidence might get into fixture, but they got FN, which we'll see now. They got a tough one.
We still got to do the
weekend.
fixtures.
Yeah,
okay.
the fixtures. Fixtures for this weekend. Right, here we go. Saturday, Vasco da Gama versus Norway Parks. Norway Parks beat Vasco at Vasco in the knockout, Shamiel.
Yep.
So there's a bit of a revenge coming here for Vasco, hopefully, but don't underestimate Norway Parks. Very good team. Edgemead home to Fishhook. I think Edgemead should win that one, Shamiel.
Yep.
Garden Village, Durbanville. Now, this would normally be a very tough game. I know Garden Village is still waiting for a couple of players that are still at Saxon Rovers, so it could be an interesting game. But I think Durbanville should have too many guns for Garden Village, even though they beat Wagensdal away. This is the tough one. FN Rangers versus Wagensdal. Now, FN Rangers flying at the top. Good young team. Wagensdal also got nice young players. If it turns this week, Shamiel, it'll be a very good result for them.
For them, yeah.
UCT versus Saxon Rovers. Now, you watched UCT. I can tell you that Saxons are still missing a number of players, but they're still getting results in between.
Okay.
I think UCT will be tough to beat on the AstroTurf. And then, normally this would be super game. But unfortunately, the one team is still got players in the ABC playoffs. It's Wynberg St. John's versus Hanover Park.
Okay.
So that would normally be call it a Rosmead Avenue or Wetton Road derby.
It's a down the road derby.
Down the road derby. Tough one, Shamiel.
Yeah.
I think Wynberg will win. Hanover Park just missing too many players.
Okay.
They fix us Sunday. Garden Village versus Saxons. Now that's a derby.
Yeah,
that's going to be a tough one. Hanover Park versus Durbanville. So that's going to be an interesting game. Durbanville
Where's that
obviously at Downberg Road Sunday.
Okay.
So go out there. All these games are 3:45. And that's it, Shamiel.
That's it for Tigerberg. Okay.
That's it. Finally.
And I think that's sort of all they are. Me too. So we're going to keep it short today. Before we go, we're going to just have a quick look at the draw of the engine for the boys and girls. So draw took place on Monday evening. Group A looks like this. Cape Town Spurs, which looks like a seeded team there. Rockefellers, Juventus, and Everton. That's in the same group, Group A.
So there's 2 Mitchells playing teams, Juventus and Rockefellers.
Yeah, boy, yes. Then Group B, Cape Town City.
Yeah.
Belstar, Matroosfontein, and Valhalla. Ouch!
Hey, 3 teams from Northerns. And it's being hosted at Erica Park, Shamiel. So that's 3 home-based teams. So we have nice derbies in that group. And Cape Town City are just in the mix in between all that derbiness. Oh, and we know how the support Valhalla got at the Bay, Shamiel.
I was going to say the one good thing is that all 3 teams are
well supported.
From Northerns, well supported at Erica Park, so we expect a good crowd.
I'm there for those derbies. They're going to be crazy.
Group C, Stellenbosch, District 6 FC, Norway Parks, and De Nova United.
Stellenbosch and De Nova, I think, play out of Winelands. So that's going to be an interesting one. District 6, not a bad team. I've seen them play. Yeah. I think I saw them play in the Coke Cup, the Engine qualifiers. I saw them in the one qualifying game.
Okay.
And for Bale also, very nice team. Norway Parks, now they've been a surprise team. They've been getting through on penalties a few times.
Okay.
Tough to beat.
Group D. Nice team. Group D, Safa Cape Town Academy. EPA. Ietu and Westridge.
Wow. EPA, nice team.
EPA making all the right moves, getting into all the big competitions now.
The Engine. Yeah,
how long have they been going for? A couple of years, eh?
Yeah, I think 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
But very good results this year. Very nice team they got there.
Looking at the ladies, they're under 20. So remember, the boys are under 18 and the girls, the ladies are under 20. Group A, Cape Town Roses, Hout Bay, Magic Ladies, and Stellenbosch FC. That's a tough group.
Did they just throw the big guns in one group?
I think that's all in one group. Looking at the other group here, Cape CPUT ladies, Salter River Blackpool, Ikamfa, and Hotspurs. Okay, that's also going to be a tough group.
Couple of easy groups in the Engine.
Yeah, Group C, Real Brazilians.
Last year's winning team there in the regional league, yeah.
Norway Parks, RV United, and Ubuntu. If I was a gambling man, Ubuntu would be my money. Would go.
Norway Park's not a bad team, eh?
Yeah,
and Brazilians, obviously, we know what they did last season.
Let's see if...
it's a tough one, but Ubuntu have been very good. We've seen them play at our Super Cup. Very nice team.
Very nice team. Then Group D, Goal Hunters, Stanturf United, Dangerous Heroes, and Highgate Ladies. It's also going to be a bit tough there.
Oh, Shamiel, this is exciting stuff. I think we need
that group is actually very tough.
We need to make plans to be there every day. I think it's going to be nice. I think it's normally Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I'm not sure of the dates.
And I think it is in the school holidays in June. We'll get those dates for you guys next week. But it's going to be very exciting, Shamiel. I think it's going to be, if not the best, one of the best engines around.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah, there was Coke's weekend. We're not going to go through the 6,252 results on the Coke. What we can tell you, there were some shocks. And obviously the Coke will happen again, I think, on the 7th of June. We'll have fixtures. I think it's round 256 starting. So we're not going to go through the 128 fixtures, but we're getting there. But listen, the Coke...
What's the shocks? You said there were shocks. What's the shocks?
Yeah, I can't remember them all. There were so many. But seriously, Goulburn out. I saw that. I think
Blue Gum won.
Wegersdal won. But listen, I don't want to go through them all. Just now, people tell me, why are they shocks? Goulburn were the winners. In the final 2 years ago, that's why I looked at that as a shock result. I expect Blue Gum did well last year. Those kind of things. But listen, the Coke has still got a long way to go, Sean. Yeah. And I think that the ladies division didn't even start yet, so there's a lot of football to happen.
Okay, guys, that's it from us. Before we go, we want to say like and subscribe to our social media platforms. YouTube, go subscribe there. Like on Facebook, Instagram, go have a look there also. Throw your heart, throw your thumbs up, and maybe interact and engage with us on those platforms. Before we go also, we've got to say big up thanks to Pequeno, our panel sponsor, and London Visuals, who's now doing our editing of the videos. And until next week, cheers.
Cheers.